Hello, today I'm going to show you how to do a single crochet stitch. As always, you're going to start with your slip knot, and then for this demonstration I'm going to chain stitch 8. Okay. Now the way, if you ever lose track or you weren't counting or anything like that, the way you check is you will count how many V's you have. Don't include anything that's on the hook. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And so we are good. Now for the single crochet stitch, you work into the second chain from the hook. Once again, do not count what's on your hook. So 1 and 2. So it'll be this one. Now normally you will work into both the V's, or both sides of the V. So as you can see, there's the two sides there. So you'll stick your hook under them both. Okay, and so that's what you're left with. And on the back, if you want to see, let's see, just to see what it looks like, you'll have 1 on that side and 2 on that side. Alright, so once you have inserted your hook through both sides of the V, you will yarn over and pull through. Then you're left with 2 loops on your hook. And you will yarn over again and pull through both this time. And you've made your first single crochet stitch. All right, let's do it again. Now working through the chain stitch or working into the chain stitch is always a little difficult, because normally it's not, like, everything in there's kind of jumbled up a little bit, and so you can either chain stitch loosely or chain stitch with a bigger hook, like a size up from whatever you are going to be using. But anyway, so I've put the yarn through both, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through both. I'm going to go a little quicker this time, hopefully. Like I said, working in the chain stitch is always a little difficult, and even though, I mean, I've been crocheting for a long time, you still have to fight with it a little bit. And especially, it depends on the yarn that you're using. This yarn I'm using is cotton, and it does not really have a give. It's not very stretchy or anything. So you kind of have to manipulate it a little bit and make sure that you are not splitting the stitch. Or the strand, I mean. Alright. So yarn over. And you're going to do this a total of 7 times. You know, I chain stitched 8, but since I skipped that first stitch, you'll end up with 7 total stitches with the single crochet. If you do a different stitch, you may have to chain more, and because you'll start from a different point. On the other tutorial that I'll have for the other types of stitches, I'll be able to show you, how many stitches to skip. And the closer, at least for me, the closer I get to the slip knot, like to the very start, the harder it is. I should probably take my own advice and have used a bigger hook, but it's fine. Okay, alright, there we go. Okay, so now we are left with 7 single crochets. And you can normally count, it's really easy to count when you you count the V's at the top. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This little loopy at the end, I know it looks a little big, but once you work into the top piece, it kind of stretches out. Alright, now when you turn your work with a single crochet, before you turn, you are going to do another chain stitch, just one, okay, and then you're going to turn your work. Okay, now you're going to work into the loops at the top, skipping the one that you just chain stitched. You don't do that. So you'll see this is the chain stitch right here, and this is the first thing that you'll work into. So once again, you just stick your hook in there. Once you're out of the chain stitch, it's much easier to work into. And loop over. Well, maybe. There we go. And if you can see, there's you're actually just working into that gap, and it's so as you can see, it's like a much easier, more defined space to stick your hook into. So I will do this really quickly. Actually, let me know how this video looks. I've been experimenting with different color yarns and hooks and everything, and it's kind of hard for me to tell because obviously I can interpret what I'm doing, but I would like some feedback on that. If you want to, give me some. Anyway, so there you can see there's 2 rows, and if you want to, you can just keep on going. Alright, well, thank you and have a great day.